You must guard this world against all that may threaten it. Or more specifically, complete an infinite number of procedurally generated quests given to you by procedurally generated NPCs that take you to procedurally generated dungeons filled with procedurally selected enemies. Prepare yourself. Your grand adventure has begun. After heading out on the road, you become overwhelmed with quest markers and turn them all off to enjoy the beautiful landscape. You soon arrive at a crossroads. In one direction is a fortified town, in the other is a spooky lighthouse. Where would you like to go?
The fortified town.
Once at the fortified town, a Khajiit alchemist greets you. She looks quite sad. She tells you her uncle was killed by a mysterious evil in a dense forest. Will you avenge her uncle?
Yes.
You arrive at your first dungeon. As the mighty Dovahkiin, you obviously already know that you can use your weapon, cast spell, or shout to battle your enemies. And, seeing as how you're Skyrim's chosen one, you certainly will never ever need to ask to flee when facing an enemy too powerful for you. Nope, a powerful warrior like you won't ever need to flee, or even take enough damage to ask, what is my health? So let's continue. You follow the quest marker to your destination. At the entrance to the forest, you see a cooking spit. Looks like someone had some apple and cabbage stew. Are you ready to face the peril ahead?
Yes.
A lonely tower stands crumbling amidst the trees. A bandit leaps out in front of you. He won't let you leave without a fight. You can attack with weapon, cast spell, use shout, or flee. What would you like to do?
I cast fireball.
You can attack with weapon, cast spell,
Cast
use
spell.
shout, or flee.
Cast.
What would you like to do?
Cast spell.
Your frostbite chills the bandit. Your magic skill has increased to level 2. You have learned new spells. The bandit swings his weapon at you. You take 7 damage. What would you like to do?
How many wheels of cheese do I have left?
You can attack with weapon, cast spell, use shout, or flee. What would you like to do?
Use shout.
Foos. Unrelenting force smashes into your foe. Your thumb grows mighty. Your shout skill has increased to level 2.
There's no
The
shout
bandit
skill.
swings his weapon at you. You take 7 damage. What would you like to do?
Use weapon.
Your dagger slices the bandit. Your foe has some resistance to that attack. Your skill with arms has increased to level 2. The bandit swings his weapon at you. You take 7 damage. What would you like to do?
Cast spell.
Your raised zombie hits the bandit. Your foe falls at your undead thrall's hands. You begin to see why necromancy is banned in some provinces. You survived the battle. Your health is at 79. Your magicka swells with arcane power. Your magic skill has increased to level 3. You loot the bandit's remains, find a superior iron dagger, and cast aside your old weapon. There are 2 ways forward, a wooden bridge and a grassy footpath. Which do you choose?
Wooden bridge.
You move deeper into the forest. You enter what appears to be a recently abandoned camp. You hear clicking. A large mud crab scuttles out from a puddle. You can attack with weapon, cast spell, use shout. or
Fusroda.
flee. What would you like to do?
Use shout.
Foos. Unrelenting force smashes into your foe. Your foe is resistant to this type of attack.
What?
Your shout skill has increased to level 3. You now command unrelenting force. The large mud crab snaps its pincers. You take 6 damage. What would you like to do?
Cast spell.
Your frostbite stings the large mud crab. The large mud crab snaps its pincers. You take 6 damage. What would you like to do?
Cast spell.
Your raised zombie hits the large mud crab. Your foe falls at your undead thrall's hands. You begin to see why necromancy is banned in some provinces. You are victorious. Your health is at 67. There are two paths before you, a coniferous glade and a moss-covered bridge. Which do you choose?
The bridge.
You move deeper into the forest. The grove is dark and misty. Seems suspicious, even for this part of the world. You hear clicking. That rock is actually a mud crab. You can attack with weapon, cast spell,
Cast
use
spell.
shout, or flee. What would you like to do?
Cast spell.
Your frostbite stings the mud crab. The frozen mud crab topples over, shattering into thousands of pieces.
Jesus.
If only you had a tumbler and some Sir Road Dillick brandy. You are victorious. Your health is at 67. Your magicka swells with arcane power. Your magic skill has increased to level 4. There are 3 paths forward, a muddy footpath, a rock-laden hill, and a massive fallen tree bridge. Which do you choose?
The tree bridge.
You move deeper into the forest. As you move carefully between the trees, you spot something. A hull catches your ear. A black wolf is charging you, teeth bared. You can attack with weapon, cast spell, use shout, or flee. What would you like to do?
Cast spell.
Your frostbite stings the wolf. The frozen wolf topples over, shattering into thousands of pieces. If only you had a tumbler and some Sir Road Dillick brandy. You have triumphed. You have 67 health. There are 3 paths forward, a root-covered hill, a massive fallen tree bridge, and a thickly wooded footpath. Which do you choose?
The tree bridge.
You move deeper into the forest. The sounds of the forest fill your ears. There's danger on the wind. Your quest is nearly finished. You check your weapon one last time as you prepare for the final battle. The room brightens up with an otherworldly light. A flame atronach twists in the air, blocking your path. You can attack with weapon, cast spell, use shout, or flee.
Flame.
What would you like to do?
Cast spell.
Your sparks zap the flame atronach. Your foe is resistant to this type of attack.
Yeah, it's what
The
it's
flame
on.
atronach hurls a ball of fire at you. You take 16 damage.
Oof.
What would you like to do?
Use weapon.
Your dagger pierces the flame atronach. Your skill with arms has increased to level 3. The flame atronach hurls a ball of fire at you. You take 16 damage. What would you like to do?
Use weapon.
Your dagger slices the flame atronach. The flame atronach hurls a ball of fire at you. You take 16 damage. What would you like to do?
Use weapon. I'm about to
Your
die.
dagger cuts the flame atronach. The flame atronach misses you with a ball of fire. What would you like to do?
Use weapon.
Your dagger eviscerates the flame atronach. The flame atronach is cast back into oblivion. You survived the battle. Your health is at 19.
Oh. That was close.
Your skill with arms has increased to level 4. You loot the flame atronach's remains, find a flawless iron dagger, and cast aside your old weapon. You have successfully cleared the forest of its dangers, making Skyrim a safer place for all. You realize the path through the forest loops back to where you started your quest. That would have been good to know earlier. The alchemist thanks you for bringing justice to such evil. She hands you a regifted note. You inspect the note. There's a bloody handprint and the words "we know." We know what, you wonder? You head out on the road. While digging through your inventory, you begin to wonder if you have a hoarding problem. Instead of dealing with it, you march on and soon, you arrive at a crossroads. In one direction is a foggy dock, in the other is a fishing camp. Where would you like to go?
The foggy dock.
Once at the foggy dock, an orc trader greets you. She looks quite sad. She tells you her lover was killed by a mysterious evil in an abandoned fort. Will you avenge her lover?
Nah.
Will you avenge her lover?
No.
You head out on the road and travel long into the night. Manser and Secunda fill the sky. After a time, you arrive at a crossroads. In one direction is a quaint farm, in the other is a Nord village. Where would you like to go?
Nord Village.
Once at the Nord village, a Khajiit miner greets you. He tells you of the terrible evil lurking in a nearby mountain pass that has been terrorizing the Nord village. Will you lend your spell and steel to his cause?
Yes.
You follow the quest marker to your destination. Conditions on your footpath look bleak. This is a mountain only a graybeard could love. Are you ready to face the peril ahead?
Nah.
You head out on the road. You walk from Riften to White Run instead of fast traveling, then continue onwards for a time. Soon, you arrive at a crossroads. In one direction is a small hamlet, in the other is a spooky lighthouse. Where would you like to go?